Daryl, thank you very much for joining us. Just going to go over yesterday's game against Stockport. Obviously, not the result we would have wanted, but how did you see the game?
I think the performance was good for the majority of the game. I think we had a 15-minute spell after half-time where we shot ourselves in the foot, similar to what we did Saturday. In terms of the overall performance, I thought it was a big improvement on Saturday. The first half, we were a lot better with the ball. We moved the ball really well, created some good chances, got lots of crosses into the box, which was important as well. I think the performance last night will gives us something definitely to build on going into the next games.
Yeah, and Stockport didn't have too many chances. It was a game that we're sort of, as you said, sort of evened each other out for most of the game, but they just seemed to be clinical with the chances that they got.
Yeah, I just feel with Stockport, they're further down their development probably than we are, if I'm being brutally honest. I think they've recruited most of their players from the Football League. And they've got some top players, to be fair to them. We're probably just slightly off them at this moment in time. We've got 29 games left to develop and make up ground. I think last season, I think we said this again pre-game, I'm not sure how many points Stockport were ahead of us. They were in and around the playoffs before the season was curtailed. But I feel like we're closer to them now in terms of performance levels. And we look to build on that going forward.
Was it pleasing for you that the first half was so even, but sort of disappointing for the fact that they did come out second half and got that goal so early?
Yeah, very disappointing. It was a poor goal, a rebound. Good forward play, something that we talked to our forwards about. You know, if you've got a player shooting from midfield like I did with Rooney, it was the first time probably in the match as well. Rooney had that space. I thought Robbo in particular defended that space ever so well. That we know Rooney likes to walk in, and then it's a rebound, something you ask your forward to do. Your midfield player follow it in case the keeper spills one. And he did that, and the second goal was a good finish from Reid. Listen, we know Reid, we had him here last year. Watson's a good player, and it was a terrific finish from Reid.
You mentioned Robbo there, of Matt Robinson coming back into the team for the first time in a long while. How did you sort of see his performance last night?
I thought he played well. I thought he probably tired near the end. For the first hour, 70 minutes, I thought Robbo was very, very good. He did some excellent stuff with the ball. He moved it really quickly, and he was a big part of that. In particular, that first half when we had some good moves, I thought he did well there. Not only Robbo, I think obviously Sam's come back in after a long time out. Mitch Brundle's first game back since Torquay, which was the start of December from his suspension. Joby Jones coming into the team after not playing since Sutton in November. So we did have 4 players last that haven't played for quite a while. I think that's just the factor of what's happening now with different situations at the club.
And you mentioned Joey Jones there, sort of impressive with the way in the first half he was bringing the ball up the pitch, carrying it forward, putting the crosses into the area. Came off at half time. Is there any sort of news on why that was, if it was injury based or anything like that?
Yeah, his hamstring was tight again, so he had to come off. It's frustrating for Joey in particular, obviously frustrating for us. He's had a long time out with what seems to be a nothing injury, really, a very, very niggly injury. It's not anything serious, but it's taken a long time to heal from, to be honest, and it's something that's really frustrating all of us. I think you could see last night in that first half, he's a high-end player at this level, and he was superb in that first half. But listen, if he's out again, he's out again. It gives somebody else an opportunity to step up and perform. Hopefully, we'll have Kenny Clark back available soon to go into the team as well, which gives competition. Elliot Johnson's played in there already. Hopefully, Will Wright be back soon as well. So we'll have more bodies back soon, hopefully.
And Kings Lynn next on Saturday, a similar position to us in the table as well. So going into the game, a very important match.
Yeah, they're all important. We're gonna, looking to build on our performance last night and scoring some goals, being creating chances like we did last night, and then taking them. Kings Lynn have had a good start to the season from coming into the division. Ian Culverhouse is somebody who I know well. Ian was my assistant manager when I first joined Leyton Orient. He's a terrific coach and a good guy. Some of the players they've got there as well was at Cambridge United, and I was a player there many moons ago. So I look forward to seeing them. But no, listen, importantly for us, we look forward now to these 29 games to really, really kick on and improve, and keep developing as a team into the team we want to be.
I said, talking about building on those chances sort of that we created yesterday, it's also probably a chance to get a reaction from coming from back-to-back defeats, looking to try and get a win on the board.
Yeah, we've we always do that. It's not. It's like it's an easy kind of thing to say that, but we played against Sutton, who are in the top end of the table, Stockport, who have probably got the best squad in the division, and also have come off the back of COVID and God knows how many injuries. And we're a team that it's been trying to develop across the season, since we got together, and for various different reasons, we've not been able to get to where we want to yet. But it's not for the want to try, and the guys are working ever so hard to get there, and we will get there. There's not a doubt. And when I look at them in the eyes after games and before games and in training sessions, we'll get to where we want to be. And we want to hit the level we can hit. The only challenge we're in is the challenge to be the best versions of what we can be here at Dagenham and improving the club. And that's what we're trying to do.